Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Friday, the 27th of November. So today is actually Black Friday. This is a day that you should be seeing all the sales that you've been seeing for most of November and probably the beginning of October. Anyway, today is really the genuine sale day. More importantly, though, the markets are most likely to be very thin today as the US sessions continue. I say US sessions, US holidays from Thanksgiving traditionally rolls into the Friday, although it's not a bank holiday. Many people take the Friday off as well, and we often see a very thin market, so I'm not expecting too much. We've got nothing in the way of significant news to be released today, so it's going to be one of those floaty Fridays. That's what I'm expecting anyway. We'll see what happens, who knows. I never know, might get a bit of Brexit data come out or something, but we'll see. For now though, let's have a look at these markets. Starting off looking at the euro from a daily point of view, and well, there's not much here to be talking about at the moment. It has held yesterday. Doji bar just summed the day up perfectly. When I looked back later, it just sort of up a bit, down a bit, to me, to you. It's really not really going anywhere at the moment. Pushing up a little bit, maybe trend-wise at this stage, and we have seen these sort of sell-offs in the mornings and then a retracement in the afternoon. It seems to be the story of the market at the moment. We may see similar today, but well, you can't build that sort of idea into these markets too much. But if it does, well, we'll see what it does. But at the moment, the euro really bit dead in the water as it stands, and the pound hasn't done too much else. The only thing that could possibly move this is a bit of Brexit news, maybe later. Again, it's done these every day. In fact, yesterday it hasn't recovered quite the same as it had in previous days, and it's left us a bit short as I go to the recording here. It's already through the daily pivot. Maybe a bit of bullishness is due there, but you see this sort of story every day. It's been pulling back as well. But possibly it's due to finish that little move off, maybe back into yesterday's highs, but slow as we look at it. Dollar yen continued strengthening against the US dollar. We see it's rolled down south here, heading back towards that 103.75 area, that monthly S1. But caught a bit of a bounce where we're sitting at the moment, but it's been a steady old slow move down. Back into arguably some of the highs back here, so finding a bit of support off those sort of levels. It's into its daily S4 actually, but it's such a pinch day yesterday. These pivots are very, very tight, but could see a continuation of this move as we run into through the European session here. Could see a continuation, but it is a very slow market, very little real price action happening there. The Aussie dollar, well, it broke out a couple of days ago, those highs a few days ago now, and Tuesday, and it's been pushing up, but well, it's slowly trying to put new highs in. It's just selling back. It's already caught the daily pivot R1. It's done its range. Yesterday it ended up just sitting pretty much into a sideward range, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see more of the same. There has been fundamental news that China's continuing to widen its squeeze on Australia. This is regardless of the deal that was done and signed a couple of weeks ago, but they're now putting a 200% tariff on Australian wine. So there we go. We may get a bit of cheap wine coming back through across. So that's the Aussie dollar. Besides that, Canadian dollar. Let's a quick look. So Canadian dollar, a stalling move again yesterday. Doji, well, last couple of days, Doji, and it's very tight range here. I mean, it's not been sitting in the best of ranges. Last week it just sort of sat there in a very small range, and it's pretty much, apart from an earlier move in the earlier part of the week, it's sitting there and it's tightening. The only good thing is maybe we'll get a decent bit of action next week, maybe continuation to the downside as it's consolidating near its lows. We'll see, but for now, nothing there either. So it's really a series of markets without a lot of action. S&Ps, let's have a look at the S&Ps. These have also stalled. You just sort of see doji, and well, currently a doji. Wouldn't be surprised if we end up sort of just continuing in this sort of vein. It's pushed up on the hourly here at the moment, but looks like it's just about to give some of that back. But very, as I say, stalled markets. It's to be expected. It is, as I say, Black Friday. There'll be people away and from their desks or whatever else. I wish you a great Black Friday if you're going to go shopping on the internet. I will be back on Monday. Bye for now.